For most of my life, I had no clue who I really was. Let me explain. So, growing up, I found it kind of hard to fit in with people. And so what I would do is I would pretend to be something I was not in order to make friends. I would like make jokes about myself or pretend to act like something that I didn't want to do, or make jokes about something that I didn't necessarily believe in order to make this group of people laugh or this group. Basically, I would make myself change depending on who I was around in order to fit in. Simple as that. And so as time went on, as I kept growing up, I kept doing this because I was growing up. I didn't change anything. I thought this was normal. This was the way to do it. So as I kept growing up, I kept changing like a chameleon almost around different people, simply because I just didn't know what to do. I wanted to fit in. I wanted to make people laugh. I wanted to be accepted. And so that was my go-to. I pretend, I act like something I'm not in order to make them laugh, be happy, whatever, accept me. That was essentially my life until about a year ago, or maybe a little over a year ago. That's when I started to actually like respect myself. I started to not change the myself around the people that I hang out with. I started to change the people I hang out with. So instead of having like 4 different groups of people and I act 4 different ways, I have 4 different personalities around these people. I have one group that I can act like myself around, and I can actually be authentic and respect myself. I have essentially found who I am. I know what I believe. I know what I stand for. And now, like back then, if there was people that I didn't really like, I would still pretend to be their friend, pretend to like them, pretend to like the things they like, do the things that would make me accepted by them. But now, if there's someone that I don't like, or someone that I don't really like get along with, essentially, like not necessarily dislike, but I just don't really agree with what they do, I just won't talk to them. It doesn't matter if I'm in the same room with them, if I'm face to face with them, I just won't talk to them. I'll move and go somewhere else. Essentially, I have found my group of people, and in doing that, I have found myself. And it's something that's taken literally 16 years to do throughout my entire life. I just recently started to find this thing. So now this story likely relates to you, because you wouldn't have listened to this video this long if it had no value in your life. So do this little exercise with me. Think about in your life, what are the groups of people that you change yourself around? And is there, like, if you really think about it, do you know who you are? Do you know what you like? Do you know what you want to do? Do you know what future you want to pursue? Because I didn't. I just simply didn't. Because I would change like colors, change my personality so much, like a chameleon. I didn't know what identity, what person I was supposed to be outside of that. And it's something that I only really realized after like stopping communication and stopping like exposing myself to all these different groups of people. It was something that happened just through time and like consistency of me being alone and focusing on the things that I wanted to improve in, like the gym, like reading books, like journaling, like understanding myself, philosophy, whatever. It was through constant practice of being alone that I actually discovered myself. And I'm still learning stuff too. I still have like little seeds of like changing personalities, just because I did it for so many years, and it's something that I'm still working on. But for you, the viewer who has watched this far, what are the different groups of people in your life? How often do you change? Just these simple thoughts are what served to change my mindset and what sent me in this right direction. How often do I find myself changing what I think, changing what I say, changing how I act around this group, this person, whatever? How often do I do that? And the more I ask myself these questions, and the more I distance myself from these people and get myself closer to the people I don't have to pretend around, the more I get closer and closer to my true, authentic self. Because at the end of the day, you're most likely in high school or college, whatever, you're likely young. And if you're pretending to be this and that around these different people, As you get older, you're going to lack a sense of identity. And right now, the friends you have currently are likely not going to be your friends in the future. So if you're struggling to find an identity, to find like a true authentic self, the more that you expose yourself to these different groups of people, the worse it will be in your future. The harder it will be for you to find actual friends, lifelong brothers for you to call like your family, essentially, your family outside of your family. That is the goal that I have. I have like this long-term vision, and I'm working towards it now by, again, finding myself and finding this true identity away from pleasing others. And it's something that if you want this too, you should start doing now. The sooner, the better. The sooner you start to become authentic and actually surround yourself with people who align with you, the better your future will be. It's literally exponential. The more you have better people, the better you will get. Simple as that. The less you have to pretend, the more you can actually focus on doing what you want to do, and less you can focus on doing what others want you to do. It's literally a cheat code, because in the modern day, social media, trying to fit in, all this like weird stuff, like fashion and makeup, trying to keep up with the latest trends. I don't know if you saw like when the Stanley Cups were popular, everyone had one. All the like TikTok girls holding their Stanleys at school, all just trying to fit in. They were trying to be part of this larger culture. But if you say, screw that, I don't want to be a part of that, and you just withdraw from that, you save energy, you save time, you save yourself. And that's something that I can tell you from experience has happened to me over the last couple of years. I found that life is just better. Simple as that. It's just better. So that's essentially it. Start to distance yourself from these people and start to question yourself. Start to analyze yourself. Go through these practices, ask yourself a couple of questions, and you'll find that as you do it more, you understand more and more about yourself, and you will be better in the long term. If you like this video and other videos like this, scroll down right now, click the subscribe button so you see more of me and our community, and click the link in the Discord, because we need more people like you who can actually sit and watch a 7-minute video, if you believe that. All right, see you tomorrow, bro. Peace.